Hey, what's up, everybody? YouTube family, thanks again for subscribing to my page. People, for my new subscribers, please, everybody who's watching my videos, go onto my page and subscribe, would ya? Listen, I'm going to make this video tonight, man, and it is kind of heartfelt for me. I'm actually driving, and I was studying, but I was really just caught up in a moment of something, man, and I think that somebody really needs to hear this. And that's the reason why I'm making it. Okay. This is a video about to leave or to stay with a narcissist. Should you leave or should you stay and try to figure it out? Well, and I say that because so many people live with real narcissists and trying to figure out how, is it really viable to leave, or should you just try to just stay together just for the sake of keeping a marriage together or relationship together, or whether you feel like you can't do better or whatever the reason is. I just want to give you an inside look at what not only things that I have seen myself, but just listening to the testimonials of other people who have gone through the exact same thing. First, I'd like to say, man, get the hell out of there, man. Get the hell out of there. Just get the hell out of it. Why? Man, listen, unless you unless you've just given up on happiness, the possibility of happiness, because living with a narcissist and trying to stick with that and stick with them, you have given up on happiness. You do not have a chance at being happy in this life with that person. You don't. It does not exist. They do, man. These are people who they feel like you're pouring acid on their skin if they're in a happy relationship with someone that's a good person, and they have to, repeat that behavior. They will not do it. Now, there are clinicians that claim that they can, but the clinicians haven't found a narcissist that will change. Listen, people, these people do not change, man. I was listening to a clinician talk about how narcissists, and she used the city of Los Angeles as her example, that the houses are really expensive, so when they have to break up, there's so much equity, usually it's a lot of equity, or they're so expensive that usually it's too expensive for the other person to buy the other person out in a divorce. Like, it may be $500,000 to split, and you got to give the other person $250,000. Well, you can't afford to buy them out and still live there. So they literally stay in those relationships waiting for the other person to die. And that's all you're going to look forward to if you live with a narcissist. You're only going to look forward to the day that joker dies, until they're dead. And I mean, who the hell wants to spend, man, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. Why would you want to spend your life with somebody that you just waiting for them to die? Because they're never going to bring you pleasure. Pleasure won't be the outcome in that situation. It's not. It's not, man. It's going to be pure hell. It's going to be uncut. It's going to be proof every day of how cruel somebody can be, will be, how cruel they are. And every time when they see you smile, man, they're so jealous. They're so envious of you. They're so envious of that type of behavior, man. They hate it. They hate other people feeling good. They don't want to see you feeling that way. They're petty. They're jealous. They're callous, corrosive. Man, listen, so many people, we try to figure out a way to fix this person, If you just love them enough, it'll fix them. Love cannot fix them. And I'm gonna tell you why. Love can't fix them because they're not even open for that. You hear me? They're not open for love. They are there playing a role for you just to get you drawn in, to make you think they're mirroring you. When you think they're loving you, that's just a mirror. They're mirroring you. That's it. They do not love you. They cannot. Man, these are broken people. These people are broken. I promise you. You're going to regret one day you're sitting back 75, 80 years old if you make it that far with a narcissist, if you make it that long. Because this is something else I want you to think about, man. You just assume you're going to make it with them. A narcissist will cut you off and don't care if you're 60, 65, 70. They'll divorce you. And right for one of their other supplies, man. They cold-blooded, man. They are cold-blooded. Dirty, raunchy, cold-blooded, man. And you sacrifice everything for them. You're not doing it for yourself. So stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. I don't know who needs to hear this, but somebody out there is taking all this crap off these people. Let me tell you something. If you think that divorcing one of these monsters is easy, let me tell you what you're in store for. You're in store for a long legal battle. And I'm talking about something that's going to go on for years. If you think that when you was married to him, it was hell, wait till you divorce him. They're not going to just give up. They're not going to just let you go. They don't care that you got a legal document saying that you're divorced. They don't care that you have, restraining orders against them. They don't care about that. These are people that are going to, when you try to rebuild your life and start to dating, when they see that you're getting close to someone else, these people are going to interfere. Every time. They're going to interfere with the person that you're trying to bond with. I'm telling you, man, these creatures are ferocious. Don't think that just because you've divorced that person, they're just going to leave you alone and act normal. You never got normal out of them before. Don't think that in divorce you're going to get normal out of them then. You're not. It's going to be long. It's going to be drawn out. Man, it's going to be painful. It's going to be expensive. They are going to pull on you in your finances, your mental, your stability. They're going to pull on you from every angle that they have in them. They're not just walking away. They're not doing it. And I don't care what the law says. They don't have laws on the books that's going to protect you from the kind of craziness that a narcissist is going to bring in your life. If you think I'm just making this stuff up to you, man, just study it a little bit. Study from people who have divorced these things. They're not even human. I'm telling you, they're not human. They're cyborgs. Like on, what's the name of that movie? Terminator. Man, they're cyborgs. They look, smell, act human. They are not human. And you're not gonna get satisfaction from one of them. You're thinking about leaving them. You wouldn't be listening to this video if you wasn't at least thinking about leaving them. And I'm here to tell you, man, that you're never gonna enjoy this thing we call life. Listen here, man. If you value your life, just take a look at your life and ask yourself, is my life worth living for? You have to start to see your life as being more valuable than you always spending the rest of your life trying to prove to an unworthy that you're worthy to them. The one who is not worthy of your company, of your good treatment, of your honesty, of your love, your admiration. That they're not even worthy. They're not on your level. They're not on your level. And I'm going to tell you, when you cut that grimy joker off, they're going to show you that they've never been on your level. They're going to show you that they were never worth even spending that first conversation you had with that thing. They're going to show you that they were never worthy of even one word uttered from your mouth. They weren't even worthy of a response from you. They're going to show you that, and they're going to show you in total detail. They're going to show you they're not worthy of your time, your space, your life. You have a life, man. You have a life. You have a life. And listen, you only going to get one. You're only going to get one life. I'm saying this to you as a fellow human being, and whoever you are, I may not even know you. Please, I'm begging you, cut that monster off. I am begging you. I'm telling you that the other side of this equation is another world. I'm telling you, it's another world. It's another world. And I know that this isn't just like one of the usual type of videos. I'm saying this, man, because real talk, people don't want to say stuff like this sometimes because you don't want to really personalize stuff. But I'm saying, man, I know that I've talked to so many people, and I've realized, man, there are so many people stuck, and they feel stuck. Good people, man. Listen, when you're not with that monster anymore, man, you don't have to wake up in the morning to a lying, foul, dirty, filthy cheater. If you live with one, man, use condoms. Use protection. If you live with a narcissist and you know that they are dirty and low, man, use protection. Just do it. If you're not going to leave them, at least use protection. Save your life. Because they filthy. They filthy. We ain't even going into all of their filthy habits, but save your life, man. Your life is more important than this craziness that you are accepting. And if you think you're doing it for your children, I promise you, you're doing more damage to your children than you could ever repay. You're doing more damage to your children than you could ever repay them. You are not doing this for the children. You're doing it for yourself. And at this point, you're being selfish if you know you're with one. Some people kind of think because they hear these videos and because it has a lot to do in every household. But I wanted to let y'all know something, man. A narcissist, man, we got to stop using that term so loosely, because everybody out here ain't like this, or we would be at war. There would be a civil war out here right now if every household was this. Every household out here that's going through the regular problems that, you know, you get into a fuss about something, y'all got some heated attitudes or something like that, but y'all can still make up like two normal people. That's not narcissism, all right? Y'all just had a disagreement. Narcissism, they don't do things like normal people do. You're not going to have that kind of end of an argument. A narcissistic relationship, it ends in either you being totally dissatisfied with whatever happened because the person refuses to even address the issue, or it may end in somebody getting punched or something like that. Somebody getting beat up or shot or stabbed or something like that. That's how you know you're with a narcissist, okay? A narcissistic relationship is something that is extreme, okay? And I mean extremely bad. And it's consistent. It's consistently extremely bad on every level. Okay? On every level. What you see out in the front, you would know you're in a narcissistic relationship when you know you got to go out in front of people and smile and pretend like when you get back home that y'all not calling each other every foul, filthy, crazy, cruddy, upside down, inside out name that exists. That's what happens behind closed doors. Open doors in front of everybody is, hey babe, what can I get you? Or can I get you a plate? Or can I do this? Or, hey babe, you want some flowers? I bought you some flowers. I'm gonna buy you some flowers. And narcissists, they just do stuff like that just for social media. They ain't thinking about that other person. They do it to attract other people. Yeah, that's another video. Right now we talking about the people who straddling the fence, man. I'm talking to the people that are straddling the fence. I'm telling y'all in this video, leave that sack of trash alone. You cannot fix this monster. This monster is not fixable. And the thing about them is that they love their condition. They love being this filthy mess. They love it. You're not going to change it. They love who they are. And they wouldn't change who they are for you. Okay? They would not. And they will not. Do yourself a favor. Make that decision. Make that decision to say, you know what? Today, I'm going to make a change. Start doing a little bit every day. Even if you can't make that overnight decision, man, just start loving yourself a little more every day. Stop arguing with them. If you're not going to leave them, seriously, if you're not going to leave them, then at least cut them off inside the house. Cut off that communication. Because I'm going to tell you, they've been cut the communication off with you. The only way a narcissist really going to communicate with you is through arguing and fighting, fussing, disrespect. That's a narcissist right there. That's how they're going to communicate with you. If you're not going to outright leave them, I suggest leaving them. But if you're not in a place where you really can feel like you can, because you can, if you're not in a place where you really feel like you can, then I say just at least cut them completely off. If you're going to don't communicate with them. Just don't communicate with them, because they're not really communicating with you. They really not. Everything that they're doing with you is disrespectful. It is. It's disrespectful. Because that's all they're good at. Disrespect. That's what they do. They're going to disrespect. They're going to tear everything down that you ever built with them. And I'm saying, dude, who wants a life of just misery where you just always trying to figure out, dang, what does it take to make this person happy? Your misery. That's what it takes to make a narcissist happy. You being miserable. That's it. As long as you're miserable, they're elated. They've succeeded in making you miserable. They're happy. They are happy. And that's the only thing that makes them happy. Like I said, y'all, I don't know who need to hear this one, man. I made this video especially for you. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. Like, subscribe. And that's it.